Hi, so let us continue with the functions of the OSI model. In the last video, we have discussed the network and the transport layer. In this video, we will discuss the remaining three layers. So in this video, we will discuss the session layer, presentation layer, and the application layer. This session layer is the fifth layer in the OSI model. So being the fifth layer, the session layer will receive the information from the layer above it, that is from the presentation layer. Then at the session layer, it will add its information and then pass the data to the transport layer. The transport layer will then add its information and pass the data to the lower layers. Then at the receiver side, the transport layer will receive the data from the lower layers. Then it will remove its information and pass the data to the session layer. Session layer will remove the information for it and pass the data to the presentation layer, and then presentation layer will pass it on to the higher layers. Next, let us discuss the session layer function. First function is the dialog control. Dialog control meaning the session layer will allow the two devices to enter into a dialog, or it will create a session. Now say for example, this is the client machine or say your computer, and you are sending some request to the server. And once the server sends a response, a session is established. Now in order to allow two devices to enter into a dialog, sometimes authentication is required. Authentication meaning the client machine will have to enter the username and password, and once the server verifies the username and password, it will send a response and then a session will be established. Next function of the session layer is synchronization points, which means that the checkpoints will be inserted in the data at the session layer. So let us understand the checkpoints with an example. Now consider you're downloading a 500 MB video and say suppose checkpoints are inserted after every 100 MBs. So after every 100 MB, the data will be saved. And consider that there is some crash or network failure after downloading 350 MB. Then when you are resuming the download, it will start downloading from 300 MB and not from the start, because checkpoints were inserted after every 100 MBs. Next, let us discuss the presentation layer. The presentation layer is the sixth layer in the OSI model. So being the sixth layer, the presentation layer will receive the data from the application layer. Then it will add this information and then pass on the data to the session layer. Session layer will then pass the data to the lower layers. Then at the receiver side, the session layer will receive the data from the lower layers and then pass it on to the presentation layer. Presentation layer will remove the information for it and then pass the data to the application layer. Next, let us discuss the presentation layer function. The first function is encryption and decryption. Now encryption is done in order to make the data secure. Now whenever data is sent over the internet, there may be many loopholes through which hackers may try to steal the data. As a result, the data must be encrypted at the sender's side using some encryption algorithm, and then it must be decrypted at the receiver side. So this encryption and decryption is the responsibility of the presentation layer. Next functionality of the presentation layer is translation. Now consider this is the sender and the receiver. So suppose the application on the sender's computer uses ASCII code and the application on the receiver's computer uses ABCD format. So translation helps both the applications to communicate with each other having different formats. Next function of the presentation layer is compression. Now presentation layer will use different compression methods to reduce the size of the file. Like say for example, the redundant data may be removed. Next, let us discuss the application layer, and the application layer is the seventh layer in the OSI model. So being the last layer, that is the seventh layer, it is used to provide services to the end user. Now say for example, the sender is using Chrome as one of his applications, and the sender wants to search some information using the Chrome browser. Now every application will use a protocol. So for searching, HTTP or HTTPS protocol is used. HTTPS is more secure. So a HTTP request is sent, then the data will be first sent to the presentation layer, and from the presentation layer it will be sent to the lower layers till it reaches the physical layer. At the receiver side, the data will be received by the physical layer and then passed on to the upper layers till it reaches the presentation layer, and from there it will be sent to the application layer, and then it will be sent to the respective application. Next, let us discuss application layer services. One of the main service of the application layer is web surfing, and to access the web pages, two main protocols are used, that is HTTP and HTTPS. HTTP is not secure, whereas HTTPS will provide security. Now the port numbers for HTTP is 80 and the port number for HTTPS is 443. Now we discussed in the previous video that the port numbers are attached at the transport layer. Next service is file transfer, and the protocol which is used for file transferring is file transfer protocol or FTP. Another service is mail services. Now for this mail services, two main protocols are used. One is SMTP and second is POP. SMTP stands for Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, which is used for sending the mail, and POP stands for Post Office Protocol, which is used for receiving the mail. Now these are just few of the services. This way there are many services of the application layer. Thank you.